1 of 1, that guy. For the Dodgers, as Ohtani hits one to deep left center field, a little racing back Varsho, it's gone. His third of the season. It is 7-1.
The most dangerous part of Shohei Ohtani is that he can hit it out of the ballpark anywhere. Does not have to pull the baseball. And this was down in his wheelhouse, and he just ripped it straight away center field.
One of 1, that guy. Third home run of the
down and in, drops the head, and it goes out in a hurry on a line. In order for him to do that, he's got to be able to create backspin. He cannot drop or collapse his backside. He's got to use his hands, create that backspin. Outstanding swing. When he stays square, and listen, we saw the first 6 games, especially at home, he was pulling his front shoulder. They told him that, went back, worked on what he needed to work on, keeping that front shoulder closed as long as possible. That allows him to use his hands naturally, and that's the result. Homers, singles, stealing some bases at times, just so fun to watch.
It seems like the infield hit gets this offense going. We've seen that.
Right.
We saw that when early on in the season. It was an infield hit, and all of a sudden the offense woke up. You know, I know they scored a couple of runs with the Oscars home run in that first inning, but after that, it was his infield hit, and everybody said, oh, well, we all just got to wake up and start hitting. They did, just up and down the lineup. You know, Shohei, you're right. He does it in so many different ways to really get things going at the top of the lineup.
Here, EK, Eric Karros, Ken Rosenthal, and I'm Kevin Burkhardt. And Train, this Dodgers offense, man, they are humming right now.
Listen, they were motivated coming off sweeping the Nationals. 6 of the 9 starters had a multi-year game. 6 of the 9 starters had at least 1 RBI. Toronto Blue Jays are not winning that ball game with that much traffic. And this is a message game right here. Yes, we hyped it up, World Series rematch, but they say it's levels of this. And right now, the Toronto Blue Jays are just not looking like themselves. I love what EK said. They're not playing clean baseball. The starters are having trouble. The bullpen's having trouble. They're not getting the hits that they're used to getting. So I'm a little concerned right now for the Blue Jays, even though it's early in the season.
I mean, kind of a situation right now where the Toronto is probably playing as poorly as they've played since last year, when in April they also lost 5 straight games. Dodgers are swinging the bats well. What's interesting, though, for me with the Dodgers is when other guys get an opportunity, like, again, Dalton Rushing gets to play, Will Smith gets a night off. Man, he's playing like his life depends on it because he doesn't get a lot of opportunities, and he should be starting for probably about 15 to 20 other big league clubs. But instead, he's accepted his role, goes out and hits 2 home runs, plays every game like it's a World Series.
Big question coming out of this game is Max Scherzer. His health lasted only 2 innings tonight. And with 5 starting pitchers on the injured list, Barrios, Bieber, Savage, Ponce, Bowden, Francis, if they lose Max, they're going to be in real trouble.
Yeah, velo was a little bit down. Don't know exactly what it was. I'm sure we'll hear post-game from John Schneider, but that is obviously a concern with all the other injuries they have in their pitching staff. And just staying on Toronto for a second, when they went on their magic carpet ride last year, you know, when we saw them in the postseason, clean baseball, hustle, never struck out. It doesn't look good right now. There's a lot of mistakes, balls all over the infield, EK. What do you attribute that to?
So when you say it doesn't look good, you know, Kenny was talking about all the pitchers that have been hurt. They haven't done anything offensively. I mean, Springer hasn't got going. Varsho hasn't got going. You know, he hasn't even, I don't even know if he's had a hit or 2, right? Okamoto, they don't have Bichette from last year. So there's a plethora of things. And so it looks even worse when you're lethargic and then you start making some bad plays. You're not executing rundowns. You played 6 games against the Rockies and the White Sox, and D-Train mentioned it before the game. You went 1-5. 1-5. You're not playing well at all. And right now, you're not winning a division in April, but you can lose it.
The responsibility of being the hunted. That's what I'm seeing right now. Guys are trying too hard. They're not putting up the numbers. Sometimes when you fight in quicksand, the harder you fight, the worse it gets. And that's what it's looking like right now. Because some of the errors, yes, I love what EK said in the pregame show. You're not hitting, that's part of baseball, but not catching the ball. That's your lifeblood, and that's what got you to the World Series, and that's what we love, the style of the game. Yes, the Dodgers have bombers, but the Blue Jays had a squad that played together, threw strikes, hit the cutoff man, ran the base as well. We're not seeing any of that right now, so that's why I'm very concerned about just where they're at, and I love what EK said. You can lose the division in April.
Here is my question for both you guys. Is a World Series hangover real?
Well, he's played. Well, I'll let you
Yes.
answer that, but I'm going to tell you what I think
Yes.
about the Blue Jays.
Yes, the responsibility of it. And for this organization, it was been a long time since they've been in this situation where all of a sudden now they're at the hunted. You saw with the way the White Sox organization and fans, they were hyped up for the Blue Jays early on, and they stole all 3 games. Now you have the world champs come in your house and embarrass you today. I don't care who you are. You're in this shot right now embarrassed about how you play. Yes, it's April. I get it. But at the same time, you need to start playing clean baseball. I know Vlad Jr. is a leader in there, but it takes more than him, especially the style of baseball they play.
Well, Dalton Rushing, we mentioned his game, 4 for 4, 2 home runs. That's pretty good. He's going to join us right now on headset from the ballpark. And Dalton, this is Kevin Burkhardt and the Fox guys, which you know, and you'll get to talk to him in a second. First of all, congrats. That's a heck of a performance overall by the team and by you. But just get a little insight. We were talking about you always having to be ready, obviously, when you play behind a guy like Will Smith. So when Dave Roberts tells you after yesterday going deep that you get a chance to play again today, what was your reaction to that?
Yeah, I kind of found out last night, gave me a heads up. It was a travel day getting into Toronto, and honestly, I just wanted to ride the wave. You know, the highs are high in baseball and the lows are low, but right now I'm just on a good wave, and I'm enjoying every second of it.
Dalton, how difficult is it to maintain your stroke when you're not playing every day? And obviously today, you get a second straight day, and look what happens.
Yeah, it's tough. I said it a lot last year. It was my first year kind of playing this role, and you never really realize how hard it is until you do it. And yeah, I think this year I have a little better game plan going into each game, going into the games that I know I'm going to be behind the plate, know I'm going to be in the lineup in general, and it's paid off early.
Rush, EK here, bud. The mental approach that you have, and that you've had to have really last year and into this year, playing behind Will Smith. Tell me what that's like, and how the heck do you do it, knowing that you could be starting for 20 other ball clubs if you were elsewhere?
Yeah, it's tough, man, but I wouldn't rather be any place on earth, you know. I want to be a Dodger. I want to be a Dodger for as long as I possibly can. I want to be a part of the best, and they've shown year and year again that this is the best organization in sports, and I just want to leave my mark as much as I possibly can and get as many at-bats as possible and help this team win.
Dontrell Willis here. When you walk into that locker room, do you just get in awe? Because, yes, you're a big leaguer, but how much star power and how much experience is in that locker room, and who do you pick the brain of to try to get better?
Yeah, I mean, we have plenty, man. You know, we from Shohei to Friday to Mookie to Teo to the staff, we have Cy Youngs everywhere. Honestly, just watch the way these guys go about their business, and you learn a lot. It teaches you how to play the game the right way. It teaches you how to respect the game the right way. And the more you respect the game, the more you get rewarded.
Dalton, before we let you go, a very important question. Miguel Rojas, obviously World Series hero last year. How did you navigate him through that last inning? You know, back at the scene of the crime for him, and get a chance to close out a game on the mound.
Yeah, I was just trying to get him in the zone early, establish a strike zone, and see if we can get some swing and miss late.
It worked out. Dalton, man, you were fun to watch tonight. Go enjoy this one. Thanks for joining us, okay?
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Dalton Rushing, boy, that was awesome. 4 for 4 game, 2 home runs, and as you guys said, the toughness for a young guy to be able to stay ready to play all the time. Kudos to him, man. That's really, really good. Let's go around the league, catch you up on some